Welcome to Superchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And you'll also be willing to see me throw my headphones all over the room constantly because I didn't plug them in right before we started. So thank you everybody for your patience, and thank you for coming in so early. I think we have a brand new channel in the chat, Shorts Maker. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And the first channel that we're looking at today is Crescent Art Designs. We feature a different channel almost every single day on Superchat based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. Oh, is that what did I say, Towie's Art and Game channel? I meant to say if you have less than 10,000 subscribers. The truth is, Superchat's open to anybody, but the people who are going to get the most value are people who are under the 10,000 subscriber mark. We do have a couple of channels that will come through with a few more subscribers than that. But there are definitely different fish to fry when we get onto the other side of 10,000 and start working towards 100. But Superchat is dedicated to this group of YouTubers, and when eventually we have enough people that start to grow out of the need for the things that we talk about here, we will consider what to do about that then, but Superchat will remain as is. So Crescent Art Designs has 362 subscribers. This is a fairly new entrant into the Superchat community, somebody who just found us within the last month or so. They happen to do a mix of content on their channel. They are a fellow Canadian and actually happen to be from Toronto, from what I can gather, which is the beautiful skyline that you always see in my own background. I'm a little bit a ways from Toronto now. I grew up there, but I'm about an hour and a half away, closer to Niagara Falls. But Crescent Art Design seems to be right in the heart of the city, and they bring us a lot of short videos from around Toronto, and then as well they do a lot of tributes for some of the television shows and cartoons that we've seen in the 90s and the 2000s, and then as well they bring in a lot of art, which is really interesting to see how this kind of stuff comes together. I myself personally am not an artist, so I'm always happy to see the kind of things that artists can put together. And Crescent Art Designs is definitely doing a great job over here. So I hope everybody will connect with this creator. If you haven't already, they've already shown to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Meeting new friends and family members here in the chat. I've already got Towie's Art and Game channel on the wheel along with The Gathering Within. Michael's Adventures is here with us. I'm not sure if he could be here for a long time. It's always questionable on Mondays and Fridays because of a work schedule, but Michael's Adventures will always send his regards whenever he can't be here. He's one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube that I have met, and along with that same description comes Scratch and Pete PA. These are a couple of creators who are so unbelievably supportive to others. I see in them that they give so much more than they expect to receive, and they believe wholeheartedly in living by those ideals. So Scratch and PPA is on the pole position of the wheel. Ace Flaw 1 is in the house. That's Andy. He's been with Superchat from the very beginning. Probably connected to me for about 2 years. Adventures on the Homestead. It's good to see you back in the house. Coupon Gale is the second channel from Gale's Southern Living. She's in the middle of Vlogmas right now. Laneka's Corner. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Shorts Maker. Hopefully you're already meeting new friends and family members. TMI Santiago. Good to see you here. Sparkle's Hope Chest is in the house. I'm just going to get you onto the wheel as well. We always put the members on the wheel right away. And I'll get some more names onto our wheel as we need them. In the meantime, if anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yes, Fanatic Guide says Ace Flaw 1 is also known as Andy. Yes, that's the creator behind Ace Flaw 1. I call him Andy Ace Flaw 1 so often. It's the only channel I do that with, but it's because I remember from the very beginning when Ace Flaw 1 was with me before Superchat had even started. We were doing some playlist buddy experiments on my own channel, getting ready to decide what we were going to do, and Andy was there the very first time that I caught him on a live stream. I remember noting that his name was Andy, and so therefore I've been calling him Andy Ace Flaw 1 all this time. Mrs. VSNC09 is in the house. They happen also to be a member, and I think we got one more creator that I've got to put on the wheel. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. And they're on the wheel as well. So again, we're looking at Crescent Art Designs. I hope everybody will connect with this creator. Like I said, with over 360 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them a little bit closer to 400. They've shown unbelievable generosity and engagement here in the chat ever since finding Superchat just about a month ago, and I wanted to showcase this channel. Hopefully we'll see some more of the variety in content that they're putting out. Gingy457, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And if you have the ability to share today's stream as well, I will appreciate that. Whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, it gets more people into Superchat today, and then as well does wonders for the algorithm in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead, as you can imagine. Emotion is in the house. That's our talented singer and songwriter friend. When we look for that channel, we look for Emotion New Soul, and I'll put that in the chat in a little while when we get around to them. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get one channel up onto the screen and see what's happening with them. And yeah, thank you, Gingy457, 30 likes already. We're doing well, and I really do appreciate that from everybody. Mrs. VSNC09 is an extremely supportive creator. This is somebody who, as soon as they found the Superchat family, started supporting other creators like crazy. They probably already were, but I had noticed it after they came in here, and they're supporting all of my channels. And then as well, when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself, I run into Mrs. VSNC09, engaging conversation and supporting creators in all kinds of different ways. She's experimenting with shorts videos here. As you can see, she's fully monetized with super chats and memberships available on her channel, so there's lots of ways to support her when we get there. She's also doing the featured channels collaboration, and I love talking about this because when you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you, and then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages this way. And if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. So Mrs. VSNC09 now with 1,420 or so subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards 1,500. They do a mix of variety on their channel, including videos and live streams, and hopefully you'll enjoy that when you get over there. The Gathering Within has just dropped a super chat on us, another fellow Canadian. Thank you so much for the extra support. I really do appreciate that. The Gathering Within brings us a very special channel. I like talking about this one because it's so unique. When we look at some of the channels that come through Tuber Chat or even outside that are in the genre of relaxation, meditation, bringing us pleasing audio and visuals, the Gathering Within makes themselves stand out because more often than not, what they do is add a pleasing voice to what they are already showing and allowing us to listen to. And they do that in the form of sometimes statements, sometimes poetry, but always with positive affirmations and things that can give us, let's say, a positive start to a day or a positive pick-me-up in the middle of a day. So this is the kind of channel I think that can be a very useful resource in anybody's collection of subscriptions. And whether it's something you're going to put a playlist on and let run, or if it's something that you wanted to check in with once or twice a day just for that positive pick-me-up, then I think everybody can draw from this channel. Hilda DC, good to see you in the house. She's part of our moderator squad, of course. Living Life with Doreen, good to have you here. Miss Gigi, good to see you back in the house as well. CaliKing916 is here. Tomlin Girls is in the house. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. I'm curious what happened with the notifications today. It almost seemed to me that almost nobody probably got notifications before we started. I'm just curious if that is the case or not, because I just like to make note of the different things that we see on YouTube so that when people possibly ask me later today if something is wrong, I can say, yeah, something was definitely up, or if we're just a little bit slower starting today than usual for a Monday. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to look at your channel right now. The Gathering Within, by the way, happens to be a gold member, so we'll see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we do with Emotion, who is here as a moderator and a gold member. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, let's see what they got going on their channel right now. It's pure variety over here, but with 209 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. Now, I think that I have... Oh, you did see the notifications. Thank you, everyone, for that. And then DP's Wonderful World, another fellow Canadian in the house. Thank you very much for coming in. I'm always good. Hopefully you are too. Miss Gigi didn't get a notification today. It's interesting how these things don't seem to want to work perfectly. One of the things that I want to show you, we talked about this the other day and I didn't end up getting around to it, is how to feature these channels, because I talked about this just a moment ago. So Brampton Gardeners, a familiar face here, Mountain Homestead, Rambling with the Brums, and then of course I'm honored to have Tuber Chat on the front of Lazy Days Ahead. So what I'm going to do, I just want to make sure that I've returned the favor to them. So I'll show you exactly how to do this. You can get to this from your front page, or you can get to it from the YouTube studio. Michael's Adventures doesn't have very much luck with notifications for anybody at all, which is interesting, of course. And actually, Hilda DC is officially monetized as of right now, by the way. So I hope everybody will join me in congratulating her. She literally became monetized this morning, moments ago. So we're very happy for Hilda DC. She works hard on her channel. She works hard to promote others, and couldn't have happened to a nicer person. And Sparkle's Hope Chest didn't get the notification either. Thank you for that. Mortgage with Me, good to see you in the house. And while I'm live streaming, often it makes the pages choke on the internet a little bit. We'll get back to a couple of these in a second here. I'll go back to Lazy Days after. I just want to get this done. I just want to show everybody, and you can mark the time. 15 minutes into episode number 322 is where we're doing this. And there's lots of different things that you can use to dress up your front page, right? And I'll let you explore those on your own. But if you don't already have a featured channel section, we have 3 on the front page of Tuber Chat. You can use this add section area, and at the very bottom is featured channels. And then it will populate onto your page. You can drag by the handle and move it up and down as you would like. And once you've got it situated where you want to have it display on your front page, you'll be able to edit. And we'll get to that in a second if my page wants to work for me here. Sharon Miranda, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And boy, are we ever crawling today. Chris's Clever Craft is in the house. Let me get them onto the wheel and then I'll get back to what we're doing here. it usually is not this slow, even though I whine about how slow it is all the time. So we can click Edit Section Contents when we click on those three dots. This must be done by a computer, but right now, by the way. If they do update this and make it available by mobile on a smartphone of any kind or a tablet, then I'll let everybody know. But my knowledge tells me so far up until today that it can only be done on a computer. So when I look for Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, all you have to do is search in this bar, and as soon as you click the box, you'll notice that they are added to the bottom of the list. So you can change your section title. You'll see a lot of creators coming up with creative names. I just leave it as featured channels because we talk about this all the time and I want to show everybody. One of the most important things, you click save, you click publish, and now those changes will have propagated to your front page. And I'll get back to Lazy Days Ahead. And thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. That actually makes them our stream boss now. And what I'm talking about is the video game life meter that you see on the bottom of my camera there. And because Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa knocked out the last stream boss, they knocked the life out of the last stream boss, they have now become the next stream boss, and they'll get some extra exposure there. So here's Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. Like I said, it's pure variety on this channel. I'm having a good time getting to know their content. Hopefully you will too. Homestead Family Reclaim, good to see you in the house. Mesa Law Media, good to have you here. Thanks for coming in. Experience Africans is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member, and we'll get some more names for the wheel in a few moments as we need them. I'll spin the wheel right now. We'll get another channel up here. Thank you one more time, Lazy Days Ahead and the Gathering Within, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra support to get us going today. So Emotion is coming up now, and I talked about this for a quick second there. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is in the house. He's going to take Emotion's spot on the wheel. And when we look for emotion, because it's such a popular word and name, we look for emotion, new soul. And I will copy and paste this into the chat so that you can either type that out or copy and paste it yourself if you'd like to. And the more we search, find, and click on a name like this, the more we're going to help this creator rise up the search results. And eventually, YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular emotion. But we can see that they've climbed up the search results a little bit already over the last while. Shards of Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Emotion is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him on his main channel with super chats and memberships. This is an official music channel because Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter. On this channel, they bring us their original works, sometimes in the form of music videos and then sometimes in the form of compilations, whether it be through premieres or live streams. We've visited them a few times for that, and they have started experimenting with reaction videos as well on both channels. This is their second channel. Here's another reaction video right here. And this is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at the writing process used by Emotion in the creation of their original works, along with some other experimentation. So this is really, really cool. A little more variety here, all music related. And with 396 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 400 that he's thinking about. So Emotion happens to be a moderator and a gold member here, so we will see his link dropped every 30 minutes or so, and happens to be an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been a dear friend for quite some time. Emotion, my dear friend, please accept my apology. I know we were going to talk about memberships, and I am so sorry for letting this slide over and over and over again, but we will... I'm going to go through everything that Emotion has got and see... we're going to talk about ways to maximize the effectiveness of the memberships that are coming up. I was very lucky because I've been on YouTube for what's getting on 5 years now, and I had a couple of other channels to practice with before I had to worry about my own memberships and things like that. But there's a lot that can be done. So as you look towards monetization and think about the perks that you'll offer to your members and things like that. There's a lot to be considered, but there's also a lot of tools that YouTube gives you as well. So for instance, here in the chat, thank you to Towie's Art and Game channel and a lot of other creators that are using the custom emojis. I appreciate those. So Chris's Clever Craft is here now, and this is a creator who brings fun and engagement everywhere that they go, not just here in Tuber Chat, but when they're out supporting others. We can see right away on the front of their channel, they're doing a lot of work promoting others, which I think speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel. But when we get into his videos, we see emotions making me laugh. We see a lot of variety here. Now, Chris's Clever Craft gives us a great look at the creator behind the channel and their home life. And we visited them for a couple of different premieres where we've had a look around their property and things like that, which is really, really cool. Very interesting, I must say. And as well, some do-it-yourself videos are here. So Chris's Clever Craft is really mixing things up, but definitely puts their personality forward when it comes to both their channel and their engagement outside, for which I'm grateful. I've had a great time getting to know Chris's Clever Craft. I'm sure you will too, so I hope you'll connect with him. 369 subscribers right here makes him perfectly, am I right? Was it 369? No, 369 subscribers. I was thinking something else. I think that Writing with Emotion New Soul is a little closer to 400. Chris's Clever Craft is going to have that in no time. So hopefully everybody will connect with them right now. We'll push them up and over the 370 that they're thinking about, and we'll move them a little bit closer to the 400 that I'm talking about. Woody DC's in the house. That's Hilda DC's sidekick that is celebrating monetization for her. So again, I hope everybody will join us in congratulating Hilda DC. She became monetized today. And Southern Sandy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Facing Reality is here. She'll be at the top of the list for engagement soon enough, I'm sure. As always, Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think we missed your channel today, so forgive me for that. Often towards the end of the live stream, I might do last calls for channels to come up on the screen if it's been too long, but for creators coming in and out, I don't mean to miss anybody, but it happens occasionally. So let's spin the wheel one more time. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And we're looking at Towie's Art and Game channel. Now, this is a fairly new entrant into the Tuber Chat family, just finding us within the last month. But they do a mix of, obviously, we can see some gameplay videos here and talk about art. This was an interesting video where we're looking at some Lego. Lego was like my favorite thing for a very, very long time. And Towie's Art and Game channel is unbelievably supportive when I'm out bouncing in between premieres, live streams, commenting on videos. I run into Towie's Art and Game channel constantly, supporting others, leaving comments on videos, and hopping in and out of live streams and premieres. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Towie's Art and Game channel. They're building up quite a reputation as a supporter, that's for sure. And most of you have already seen this. For anybody that's already connected with them, you know that they've already been by your channel at least once or twice. And let's see what we can do about adding some names to our wheel before I spin again. I've got a robot here that helps me figure out the order in which we put everybody on the wheel. So the Laneka's Corner is coming up right now, along with Ace Flaw 1. And we've still got our members on the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody today. I think we're doing okay today. And Coupon Gale will come up for now. And then I'll add some more names as we need them. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Garden State Gardener. Sorry, I missed your Sunday Fun Day last night, but Garden State Gardener, again, had probably 100 people in the chat at one point or watching. Garden State Gardener does a wild bunch of giveaways and different things on their Sunday Fun Day, and they happen to be a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but also very much, they promote other channels. They did a very considerate and thoughtful job of promoting Tuber Chat not too long ago. And they'll often come in here talking about other channels as well, saying positive things, which I'm always happy for, right? Anybody to be promoting each other. Garden State Gardener happens to be a member. So we'll get them onto the wheel right away. And now we're looking at Sparkle's Hope Chest. So this is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And this is a pure variety channel. What she's doing lately more than anything else is a series called My Motel Life, where she is giving us a really incredible behind-the-scenes look at this creator and the life changes that she's going through in the last little while. She's been lucky enough to be able to collaborate with another YouTuber who happens to be her daughter. Wolfsbear Productions, who we see here on the featured channels list, is in real life daughter to Sparkle's Hope Chest, and we see them together occasionally. I'm always happy to see the fact that they help each other and support each other so unbelievably much. Even though they have separate YouTube channels, they collaborate when they can. They've done this many times. They recently were together for Thanksgiving and able to spend some time. Wolfsbear Productions let us know that they were actually hitting the road again today, so they'll be off on their travels. Wolfsbear Productions happens to be a truck driver and takes us on their travels. Thrill Seeks is in the house right now and happens to be a member, so I'll put him on the wheel. And Lighthouse and Anchor Designs is here as a moderator and a member. The world felt like it was in disarray last night because as far as I saw before I turned in for the night, Lighthouse and Anchor Designs and Makeup Mom and Son, neither of them actually went live yesterday. And I felt like the world was off its tilt or something. But that's okay. I always have a good time hanging out with them when they're live together. First time fishing adventures. Good to see you in the house. And Sparkle's Hope Chest, like I said, brings us pure variety, but this is an incredibly loyal and dedicated supporter, and what you'll find on their channel is a lot of loyal and dedicated supporters for them as well, but they will give you a warm welcome when you're there, and you will get an idea of the kind of generosity in this creator as soon as you see the support that comes in for them. Willow's Creations, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. And Vineyard Chicks, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I see that Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC is in the house. And happens to be a member, so I'll put them onto the wheel right away. It's great to have you back in the chat. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. And thank you, Towie's Art and Game channel, for reminding everybody to share. Oh, is Backlash in the house too? Did I miss a channel? I certainly didn't mean to. Backlash Fisherman, there you are. Thank you for coming in. That's not, is that, did you say that's the first time that you're coming in? Forgive me if I missed that, because we have another channel called Backlash, unless you, yeah, first time, unless you changed your name. Pardon me, and forgive me for being wrong about that, but Backlash Fisherman, good to see you here. Either way, hopefully you're feeling welcome, and hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members today. Our instructions are in our video description for exactly how we connect here, but everybody will be willing, so please don't be shy. So, Carolyn Dews is in the house. That's Thrillseek's wife, as a matter of fact, and another husband and wife with different channels, but supporting each other, which I'm always happy to see. So, Experience Africans is an extremely supportive creator as well, with well over 1,000 subscribers. They're almost at 1,100 already. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They are previously featured, of course. Oh, I see. Okay. Backlash Fisherman. I wondered. I got confused. This is the problem, right? I do a bad job of reading the chat as it is, and then when I go in and start interfering with everybody's conversations, I take everything out of context and then get everybody confused, but that's okay. But thank you for coming back in. It's great to have you back in here. And My Peaceful Moment, good to see you back. Thank you for coming back in. And Experience Africans is bringing us pure variety, and I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We see them out supporting others regularly as well, and very much aggressive in working on their channel and helping others grow at the same time. So I hope you'll enjoy that when you get to them. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster. We've been on for half an hour already, and we'll get through some more channels. We want to get through as many as we can before we go today, but we're not in any rush. We can be here for another hour and a half or so if everybody would like. Thrillseek's is coming up right now. This is an extremely generous, loyal, dedicated supporter, but happens to be a great friend, has been for a long time. They happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel right now. Like I was saying, Carolyn Dews is actually the wife of Thrillseek's, and I'm really happy to see in real life family and friends of any kind supporting each other, because one of the biggest complaints that I get from creators about YouTube is, why is it so hard to get my in real life friends and family to support me when I have people on YouTube that are willing to do it more so? And it's understandable. You know, most of us are probably in that boat in some way. But it just makes it that much more special when we do see creators that are willing to support each other the way that we do have a few in our Superchat family willing to do for each other. So Thrillseek's has 1,200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them rolling on the road towards 1,300. He shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. He will be willing to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours. Anybody can do that in the chat by simply saying, I am willing to swap playlists. He does the featured channels collaboration with a lot of familiar faces down there. And then as well, he does a series of videos where he allows everybody to connect the same way that we do here in Superchat. So I hope you'll join him for one of those. I can't possibly be this far behind with you, Thrillseek's. Here, let me take this video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure I catch up with you. He's posting so frequently, more than once a day lately, which is really, really cool. Some short videos, some longer form videos. What we find on this channel more than anything else is roller coasters and theme parks mixed in with a little bit of other variety. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We haven't all been able to get out for the last couple of years to some of these places as much as we used to. So it's great for us to be able to look through David's eyes on Thrillseek's and see what he's been able to see from these theme parks. Oh, a construction engineer inspector. Hopefully you never come by any of the work that I do. When I work outdoors on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, most people may not know, but I actually do a little bit of construction work, and that's why I'm never here. And it's just me and a guy in a truck, so we don't look forward to inspectors coming around, but they really never do for us. But hopefully you enjoy that, because there's got to be a lot of people that fear you, that's for sure, or at least intimidated in some way. The How-To Lady, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And the How-To Lady is always a powerhouse of energy and motivation and positivity. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team has been a very long time friend of Superchat. They happen to be a member, so we added them onto the wheel right away. They are posting so frequently, it is almost impossible to keep up with this channel, both between streams and videos. Look at this, more than once a day. So I'm just going to take your latest longer video, this Saturday Out video. I'm going to take this and add this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with you and not fall too far behind. And then thank you, Miss Keegan. Boogie. Ron Mower, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Jamaica Agenda, I'm not sure if I welcomed you, but thank you for coming back in. It's good to see you here. It was an interesting start today, but I'm glad we've got so many people in the chat again. Copper State Treasures, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody's doing okay. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team has 492 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 500. She obviously had it at one point and slipped below because the community tab is there, but hopefully we'll get her back going. Yes, Ron Mower. I love that name. I giggle every time I see it. It's such a clever name. And Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC, yes, to two dudes in a truck. That's really all it is. And that's actually how I got my start on YouTube. About 5 years ago, long before the growth streams and long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, was filming our work. We had watched YouTube for one of the winters right before, and I said, you know, we should be doing this. Let's go film our work, and whatever happens, happens. And sure enough, it started to turn into a couple of different things, and now we each have 3 different channels, and they're growing, and everything's just fantastic. So it's interesting how these things get started. Mel and Chris Lifestyle TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team has pure variety on her channel, but she's an unbelievably supportive creator as well. When you're out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, you'll run into her supporting others regularly. Next, we're going to look at another moderator and member here. This is Lighthouse and Anchor Designs, run by Corinne. And we knew her as Corinne's Life. We also know her now as Corinne and Mark. They've got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those. But what we find from Lighthouse and Anchor Designs is the behind-the-scenes process used in the making of merchandise, not just for themselves to sell on Etsy, which they do, but as well to provide to other YouTubers and small businesses. You've seen a little bit of that. I've worn her t-shirt many times. I will continue to. I love my t-shirt from Corinne's Life. And then as well, yes, Jeff Lepard is the guy who I work with. Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. Sam might have caught us on a work stream. I'm not sure. And we haven't done many this year. And now we're closing out the season. Corinne from Lighthouse and Anchor Designs shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. They are willing to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours. As well, they do the featured channels collaboration that we talked about in about the first 15 minutes of today's episode, number 322 of Tuber Chat. If you want to go back and see how to add featured channels like this to your front page, it's right there. And then as well, she will always allow and encourage everybody to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat, and does random live streams. Often you'll see some familiar faces like Makeup Mom and Son or Mo6510 Models, Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. And I always have a good time when I'm hanging out with Corinne and Mark, and whatever they're doing, whether it's a random live stream, whether they're working on orders, or if they are doing a StreamYard panel with others. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. With 79 subscribers on their new channel where we get a behind-the-scenes look at these creators, I'm hoping everybody will connect with them. We'll push them up and over the 80 that they're thinking about. Easy Relaxation Soothe, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. The How-To Lady is always spreading positivity through the chat, and I see that Popping the Popcorn is in the house. So forgive me, I did get your message, but I didn't respond to it, but it gives me a chance to talk about it for a quick second here. One of the things that comes up for almost everybody, oh, I see Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Yes, makes sense that he would have been in there. Thank you for that. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is coming up right now. One of the things that's inevitable for almost anybody, especially if you stream, is trolling will eventually come. Now, most of it is not malicious. It's just either kids or, you know, dare I say the word, immature people and things like that, that come in firing with a lot of nonsense in your chat, just the kind of things you don't want there. What I mean by not malicious is sometimes they'll notice the name on the channel and then start adding that into what they're doing, but they're not really after you. That's in most cases, right? And there are a couple of controls now that you can use that can really help with that. So you'll notice that TuberChat has a couple of those things included in the live streams. Now we have a thing called slow mode on. And what that does, because you're only able to send one message every 10 seconds, it shouldn't really interfere with anybody's conversations here, because it probably takes 10 seconds to think of something and then type it out before you have to enter it anyway. But what it does do is stop people from spelling, let's say, bad words one letter at a time, because sometimes they get away with that, right? So that's what slow mode can really help for. At least that's the way that I like to use it. And then as well, by having the 20-minute, I put 20 minutes on, but having the subscriber only mode on with a time limit, that can really help, because you can dial that up even while you're live. So if you have some trolls come in, you can just put that on and crank it right up to 20 minutes or longer if you want to, and then it usually alleviates the problem, because if they go and make a fake account or anything like that, they have to wait 20 minutes to be able to say something, and they won't have the patience. They'll just move on. So these are just a couple of simple things that you can do to help. Now, it is possible that eventually malicious type stuff starts to come through, where you get somebody who's just on your back because they either don't like you or don't like what you're doing, or somebody else is doing what you're doing and they want to, you know, destroy your channel and your life and everything else and blah, 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 right? But it's inevitable for almost everybody. And usually what I say is, if you haven't got a hater by the time you've got 1,000 subscribers, it's coming by the time you have 2, I promise you. But it's nothing to get too worried about, right? So, like I said, in what we're talking about, when you just have people coming in trying to say bad words or things like that, the first defenses you can use are slow mode, subscriber only mode, and then as well, there is a list of banned words out there that you can put in your YouTube studio. It goes in the same area where your moderators and approved users and things like that are listed. And it's not my list. I have a copy of it. I've added to it. But you could just download that anywhere just by going in Google and searching YouTube banned words list. And you'll be able to download a text file. Be careful, of course. But when you look at it, you'll see unbelievably horrifying things that nobody would ever want put in their chat. But you can copy and paste that list into your banned words list. Now people can't say the simple 4-letter words that you wish that they wouldn't. And a lot of variations as well, so it really helps. Naquanda M, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Makeup Mom and Son is in the house now. Her ears must have been ringing, because I was just saying the world seemed a little out of its tilt yesterday, because neither Makeup Mom and Son or Lighthouse and Anchor Designs were live while I was on last night. I thought it was weird. I think I got too used to hanging out with them. Maybe that's what the story is. But I always have a good time with them. Shauna Diamond TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the positivity. Tiffany Wears T-shirts is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, it is morning. I always do early streams on Monday because I have family obligations later in the day. So even though I talk about moving the times of our live streams around, Mondays usually end up at about this time. So we're looking at Sam Slogs Trains and More, who's got an unreasonable amount of screen time today with 1,370 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 1,400 that he's thinking about. Sam Slogs Trains and More shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. He happens to be here as a member and a moderator, but as well, you'll see he does the featured channels collaboration that, again, we were talking about earlier. He will be willing to swap playlists with other creators in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours, because he actually is approaching monetization. It's going to be any time now. And for anybody just walking in, I hope you'll help us congratulate Woody DC and Hilda DC, because Hilda is now monetized as of this morning. And she's been working really hard promoting others and helping other creators all the time, so we're happy for her. Sam Slogs Trains and More will be monetized soon, so we'll Make Up Mom and Son, so will Thrill Seeks, And not too far behind is going to be Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures, I'm sure. So there's a good lineup of creators that are going to be monetized in the next few months, or possibly even few weeks. So we have that to look forward to. And Sam's Vlogs Trains and More also will allow people to connect anytime during their premieres or live streams. There's a lot of train videos here, you know, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, as you would expect, but a bit of other variety, product reviews, random live streams, unboxing videos, and once a week he does a series where he allows everybody to connect the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat, so you'll likely meet some more friends and family members when you're over there. So, forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We're going to look at Garden State Gardener right now. They did a wild Sunday Fun Day again last night. They do this every week. They are one of the few creators that I see with, you know, 1,400 subscribers that's able to get almost 100 people watching at a time. And we've seen this again and again. So it's definitely a very fast-paced, high-energy type of live stream that you'll see here. But there's a lot more variety on this channel, and I'm still getting to know the content here because Garden State Gardener seems to really mix things up. But Sunday Fun Day is one of their prominent weekly series, and they've done a great job of promoting other creators both everywhere they go and on their own channel in their streams, which is really, really cool, and I appreciate that. Not happening for a long while, Scratch and PPA. Hopefully soon enough for you to be happy with. But Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures are a couple of creators who I think take their channels extremely seriously, and therefore are definitely not rushing. And then, yeah, hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something that I did miss, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. Hopefully that will help me see it a little bit easier, and we will catch it the next time around. Asking if you had a chance to look at the new guidelines for YouTube that takes place on January 5th. I did see a notice come through, but I haven't looked at it. I'm going to make a note about that facing reality. We'll see if they've got anything that's going to interfere with us, but usually they don't. And hopefully these other updates are going to come. There's a few things that everybody's been waiting for a long, long time. Yeah, we'll have to see. If anybody's gone through it already, that's great. I do recommend for everybody to have a look at any of the YouTube guidelines. I mean, the truth is we really should be reading the whole thing. But whenever they do an update like they're doing, it's a great idea for all of us to go through and understand what's coming. The thing is, YouTube is a free platform, regardless of the fact that it's free. Whenever we're using an online service, we have to play by their rules. Otherwise, they can just kick us off, right? They clearly say that we can terminate your channel for any reason. Now, we don't often see that without some kind of due process, but it's important to understand the different things that YouTube doesn't want us to do. Then you don't have to be fearful about the content that you're putting up, right? Sometimes you might want to do a stream or put up a video or premiere, anything at all, and say, I don't know if I should talk about this, or I don't know if I should say this. You can also ask your friends inside and outside the Tuber Chat family if they've had any experience with that for some recommendations, but the YouTube guidelines are clearly going to state what we can or can't do. And hopefully everybody's otherwise doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Hopefully I haven't missed too much else in the chat. There's probably not too much changing. Some of it, I think, comes down to legal jargon. You know, somebody found a loophole in something they said last time, and now they've closed the loophole, got their lawyers on it, and this and that, I'm guessing. But we will take a look. I'll take a look. I'll try to get myself together before next weekend so that if there's anything that stands out, I can talk about it. Coupon Gale is here, 472 subscribers. When I talk about the idea that Garden State Gardener will often say, positive things about other creators. Coupon Gale is one of those. He'll say, if you want to save $1,000, follow Coupon Gale and you'll get that done, which is really cool. I'm happy to see creators endorsing each other. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here and add it into my catch-up list. I don't want to fall too far behind. And Coupon Gale is the second channel from Gale's Southern Living. Now, we'd love to get her up to 500 over there so she can get her community tab on that channel. But Gale's Southern Living, you can see she's doing a great job of promoting a lot of other channels here. She's fully monetized with Super Chats and memberships available. She's got 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. And then when we go over to her videos, we can see that I'm unbelievably behind again. But she is doing Vlogmas. So for those of you who are following a lot of Vlogmas creators, we have a few here in the chat that are doing that. And Gale Southern Living is definitely doing that. I'm just going to add this video into my catch-up list so I can get caught up with that as well. Let's see what I can do about adding some names to the wheel before I spin. And then I will spin right away. Yeah, Facing Reality. YouTube's always playing games with all of our numbers. It's really something else. DP's Wonderful World is going on to the wheel right now. And Ace Flaw 1 is already there. Facing Reality, of course, is always at the top of the list when it comes to engagement. Sharon Miranda will come up, and I'll put Mortgage With Me, and then we'll spin. I'll add some more names shortly. And again, if anybody's mentioned something that you meant specifically for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. Hopefully that will help me see it a little bit easier. Facing Reality is coming up right now. Let's see what they have got going on their channel. Facing Reality is always spreading positivity, and what you'll see on her banner, she says spreading positive messages in a fun way. And she definitely does that on her channel, but also everywhere she goes. So when you run into Facing Reality, if you're bouncing in between premieres and live streams, you'll run into her always engaging conversation and always spreading positivity, for which I personally am very grateful, because when you engage conversation in a live stream or a premiere and any live chat, you're doing a great service for any host, because it sends engagement signals to the YouTube algorithm. They know everything we say. They listen, they read, they have it all, and they can tell whether we're just jumping, a bunch of emojis into the chat, or if we're actually having conversation. So by doing that, you're really giving those signals to the algorithm, and that can be a great service, because YouTube might then start pushing that host's content out a little bit more. So you're really helping. 777 subscribers, a very lucky number for Facing Reality today, but I'm hoping we can get her up and over that number, and we'll push her a little bit closer to the 800 that she'll be thinking about. She brings a lot of variety on her channel, but always with positivity. Shauna CCC, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And the wheel has been favoring you. Facing Reality's been coming up in the first half of the live streams for the last little while. Tuber Chat's usually on for about 2 to 2.5 hours. Facing Reality's had a little bit of luck lately. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. This is a creator who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, so that everybody can benefit from the knowledge and make the right decisions for their own channels and videos. So I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now that we gave Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More half of today's live stream. And we'll look at Makeup Mom and Son. This is a dear friend and somebody who happens to be here both as a moderator and a gold member. We'll see her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. She's in the middle of Vlogmas as well, as you can see from her thumbnails. And hopefully everybody will enjoy following that. 955 subscribers right now. So she's starting to move again. She got back knocked down to, I think, 945 or so, and is now climbing again. So she's getting close. When you have 1,000 on the horizon, it starts to get like really, really exciting. But by this time, my what I'm expecting that you are thinking is the fact that it's coming. It's just a matter of time now, right? It's basically guaranteed, which is really cool, but very exciting at the same time. So Makeup Mom and Son is going to be hitting that 1,000 anytime now. The good thing is that she's not rushing. She's still taking the time to make sure to be growing the right way, which is a great thing, right? It takes a little bit of discipline and patience to be able to do that. It's tough to be so close and yet not want to rush and just get over the marker, right? But you only get to do it once. So I hope everybody's enjoying the journey as much as the milestones when we hit them. So she does pure variety on her channel. She does a lot of makeup videos or unboxings and product reviews. She's always considerate about the thought of coming up with new things for her viewers to see. So it's interesting to hear that from her. And then as well, she does a mix of live streams, sometimes random. You'll see some familiar faces there. And she does have an interview series going on right now as well. So she's doing spectacularly with the series, whether it's Vlogmas, whether it's What's That Channel About, which is what she calls her interviews. And hopefully everybody will enjoy this. You will see some familiar faces from the Superchat family having been interviewed by Makeup Mom and Son, myself included. Hilda DC is up very soon. And then as well, you'll be introduced to a lot of people you may not have seen before, which is really interesting. And her live streams usually go on for a few hours each one. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. So Peter Dell, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Thank you, Thrill Seeks, for the time that you spent. Hopefully we'll see you again very, very soon. Tuber Chat is always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Shauna CCC says, I wish I could get 20 new friends today. That's a little bit much for Tuber Chat. So my recommendation for anybody is you can meet up to 8 or 10 new friends per hour here if you're working fast, but doing things the right way. Any faster than that is too fast, though, and we don't want to see anybody lose their subscribers after. Just got an indie makeup owner to agree to do an interview. That's very cool, Makeup Mom and Son. Very, very cool. I'm happy to see creators come out with different ideas and then have those start to expand when you start to get other influencers coming in wanting to be a part of what you're doing. So I'll be looking forward to that. We've seen this channel before. JB Out Business 616. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Took me a second there. Princess Beyond Passions. Good to have you back in the house as well. And thank you, Peter Dell, for the positivity. Stella Mombasa's in the house. Good to see you here. This is AceFlaw1. The content creator's name is Andy. There's somebody who has been with me probably for 2 years now, long before Tuber Chat was even a thought, and was with me for some playlist buddy experiments that we were doing before we even started Tuber Chat, while we were deciding exactly how these live streams would go. And this is an extremely supportive creator, loyal and dedicated to say the least. And for more than anything else, you'll find travel videos on this channel. 3,470 subscribers right now. We'd love to push Andy a little bit closer to the 3,500 that they're thinking about. There's obviously much to be learned, as well as entertained and inspired by from a creator with so much consistency and such an unbelievable supporter as well, like I said. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. And even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And then I was a DJ, Peter Dell, for a very long time, actually, in nightclubs and radio stations around Toronto for a long time. But it's been a little while, but thank you for asking. Yeah, Paprika ASMR, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have A lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. If anybody has the ability to share today's stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get more people into Tuber Chat today, and of course does wonders for the algorithm in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead. Next, we're going to be looking at Scratch and Pete PA. We're going to go on break for about 3 minutes. We're going to come back and talk about this unbelievably supportive creator. All right, we're back and we're looking at Scratch and Pete PA. And this is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube in all of my years. As a matter of fact, he's built up an incredible reputation as a moderator on probably dozens of channels, maybe tens of dozens of channels, and then as well as an unbelievable supporter. Thank you, everybody, for the shares, by the way. And I see another couple of channels have come in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Ikram and Conroy, I've got you on the wheel. Faye Blatcher, I've got you on the wheel. Keto Mama Michelle, thank you for hanging out. And I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuber Chat, even if you're only able to come by and just say hello. And then thank you, Backlash Fisherman. So Scratch and PPA has 844 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit closer to the 900 that he's thinking about right this minute. What you'll find on this channel is an interactive series of videos. If you haven't already seen these yet, the lottery ticket scratching genre is a huge genre on YouTube, and something I didn't know before we even started Tuber Chat, and we had a lot of creators come in with lottery ticket scratching videos and streams of different types. Scratch and PPA started 49 weeks ago in an interactive series, and what I mean by that is that you have the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video, particularly which of 2 different scratch tickets he's going to choose for his videos. And it's interesting to see. It makes it a lot of fun to be a part of, sets his series apart, makes it unique. It's a really unique way of handling that. And what he does is utilizes the other social networks to draw in interactivity leading up to next week's video. So if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do, you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video. And then as well, while you're there, you will see a individual creator featured in every single episode, giving you now 49 opportunities to meet loyal and dedicated supporters on the channel, even in between the videos, which is another just example of the generosity that comes out of this particular creator. Now, he always premieres these videos. They come out around the lunch hour every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And what you'll find there is one of the fastest chats that you've ever seen fly. Faster than Tuber Chat, faster than almost any other. Because Scratch and PPA seems to be everywhere, supporting everyone all the time, all of that support comes back in a high-energy, fast-paced rush and flood of support all at once, which is really, really cool. It makes that a lot of fun to be a part of as well. You'll see a lot of familiar faces from the Tuber Chat family, but you will meet a lot more friends from Scratch and PPA as he's built up an unbelievable reputation, like I said, as a moderator and a supporter. So I hope everybody will enjoy that when you get there, and I hope that I will see you on Tuesday. What I recommend for everybody these days, because we always want to be doing as much as we possibly can for each other while we're supporting each other. First of all, when you're connecting with a creator, to put that notification bell on. I know Shauna CCC was talking about that earlier as well. But when you see that a creator's got live streams or premieres coming up, hit those individual notifications as well, because I think those give signals to the YouTube algorithm that can benefit as well. And like I said, we just want to be doing as much as we possibly can, particularly when we're connecting with creators. What we want to do is be starting a conversation with somebody in the chat. You always make your connections one by one. When you've got somebody's attention, let them know that you intend to connect, then head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. It's easy with Scratch and PPA. All his videos are at least 3 minutes long, and watch that full video from beginning to end. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video while you watch, and I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Then give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on like we're talking about. Come back into the chat, let them know that you've done that, and then they will do the same thing for you. We're going to look at Laneka's Corner right now. I just spun the wheel, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. 1,650 subscribers right here. Laneka's Corner is fairly new to Tuber Chat, just finding us within the last week or so, so I'm still getting to know the content on this channel. It's interesting that they're taking some work from their studies and bringing this online. I think that this can be a great idea. You know, I had gone through a speech with a lot of friends over my lifetime, and I'd said, you know, I wish that I had paid attention when I was in school of any kind. And I wish that I did just, you know, really focused and kept really immaculate notes, because then I could turn around and sell those notes to all the other kids in the class that needed them. And that may not be my brightest moment in the world, but now that we have YouTube and different platforms like this, you absolutely could do some of the work that you know that other people can benefit from And, you know, if nothing else, at least give them a guiding hand for something to watch. So it's interesting. Now, like I said, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but I have seen a little bit of this so far. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They're obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter because they've been back with Superchat a couple of times now. And already with almost 1,700 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther. And thank you, Living Life with Doreen. Thank you, everybody, for the positivity in the chat. I always appreciate that. We are going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Herman the Great, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. They're here for what I believe is the second time now. Sharon Miranda also might be here for the second time, but because they've been engaging the chat so much today, we've already got them coming up onto the wheel and now coming up onto the screen. Now, I thought I already connected with this creator, but I could have been mistaken about that. Sharon Miranda has 552 subscribers. Now, here's a very rare occurrence where I love telling everybody that, you know, Superchat loses subscribers, but nobody ever loses me. It's very, 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 very rare. Now, the truth is that it is very rare, but it's not like it never, ever happens. So we've seen it right here. You can see that I connected with this creator with a 10-minute video and still managed to lose the subscription somehow. So you got to remember that this is YouTube that's doing it. It's not the creators doing it. And when we go and look at the video, I'm sure we're going to find a comment there. We'll see if I've not made a mistake. Maybe I am making a mistake because there's no like there yet. There it is. Yeah. So the same kind of generic stuff that I tend to leave all the time, but there's a comment right there. So interesting, right? That YouTube has taken that subscription away. So I'm just going to subscribe anyway, even though I usually don't do that while we're on. I'm going to take a second video from you, add this into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up, and then that should solidify our connection. But Sharon Miranda seems to be pure variety right now. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And like I said, they've already been back a couple of times, so obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. I forgot to take Scratch and PPA off the wheel, so I'll spin one more time. We'll get one more channel up. I'm overdue for putting channels on the wheel, but I'll do that right this second. And we'll see who's coming up next. If you're willing to swap playlists with other creators here in the chat for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. This is Mortgage with Me, and it's not often that I say that a channel's suitable for absolutely everybody, but when we talk about food, like healthy eating, healthy living, or finance, I think that everybody can draw from a channel like this because they're bringing us ideas about budgeting, paying off debts, saving money, and the kind of things we all have to deal with in some way. And wouldn't it be a wonderful world if after monetization, which most of us are thinking about, we could maximize the impact of the income that's going to come through from AdSense and other places when it gets here, right after life's basic needs and wants are handled. Wouldn't it be wonderful to really do great with the money that's going to follow? Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I did say I was going to add some more names to the wheel. So I did say I'd do it right away. I'll do that right now. Instrumental music is in the house again. Good to see you here. It's been a little while, but it's great to have you back. And let's see what I can do about adding some names onto the wheel. The How-To Lady, of course, a powerhouse of energy and positivity and motivation for others, is on the wheel now. And we will also add Living Life with Doreen. And my peaceful moment, I thought was already there, but maybe I was mistaken about that. My peaceful moment will come up next. Hilda DC should be on there by now. She's fully monetized as of today, so hopefully everybody will join us in congratulating Hilda DC for becoming monetized literally this morning, and we'll put Backlash Fisherman on there right now, and then I'll add some more names as we need them. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here, and hopefully we'll push Mortgage with Me a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Intro to Mills Entertainment, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up right this second, actually. and then we'll look at Hilda DC because I spun the wheel already. Intro to Mills Entertainment is an official music channel. You can see by the music symbol that we see here, same as what Emotion has on their channel as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the different beats that you find when you get over here. Intro to Mills Ent has shown both generosity and loyalty and dedication when it comes to being a supporter here in the Superchat family. So I hope everybody will connect with them. We don't have a sub count on this channel right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more. And we know that they have over 500 because they've got their community tab here, so we just want to push them a little bit farther. Herman the Great is hoping to get 500 by the end of the year, so I'm hoping we can get you a little bit farther. One of the most important things, of course, is always making sure we're connecting the right way as opposed to rushing, because the truth is, you know you're going to get there eventually. And I know it's easy for me to sit here and say that to everybody, but you will. I believe that anybody that wants to can have 10,000 subscribers on their channel. 100,000 becomes questionable only because that can take years, and we don't know what the world's going to look like 2 or 3 years from now. The last 2 years have been a great example of how we would have all been wrong if we'd have tried to guess 2 or 3 years ago what we'd be doing today. But 10,000 I think is absolutely attainable, and when it comes to the idea of getting 500 or even 1,000, you know that it's all but guaranteed. All you have to do is continue. My recommendations always are, as long as you can put out a quality piece of content at least once per week, and it's not up to me to decide what quality is or anybody else. It's up to you. But if you can do that, and if you're not there yet, just get there as quickly as you can. That's enough to make a channel grow. And the things we're doing here speed the process up greatly. And then as well, you'll find organic growth will start to really fly after a little while. John H. Shelton, Godzilla fan. Well, John H. Shelton changes his channel names. John H. Shelton, Godzilla fan, vlogging and poems. Good to see you in the house. He happens to be a member, so we'll put him on the wheel right now. He's actually got 2 channels, so we'll look at both of those. Call me Ender. Good to see you in the house. And I see we've got a brand new channel in the chat as well. We'll look at that in a very quick second here. We're looking at Hilda DC. She's officially monetized as of this morning. And then, oh, pardon me while my windows are freezing on me. I know we had a brand new channel come through the chat. I don't mean to take my time in welcoming you. I'm just trying to scan back the chat and see if I can find this. The Ann Lynn Show. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Charlene Heel is here with her 2nd channel, so I've got you on the wheel now. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, I should get around to everybody. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and hopefully I'll catch it the next time around. Hilda DC does a lot of challenges and mukbangs more than anything else on her channel, sometimes random live streams as well. She's a very much loved and well-respected creator. She is very much in tune with the ideas of how to promote other channels and how to really get people connecting. So you'll definitely meet more friends and family members when you're over there. And while watching her videos, you will see a lot of positive affirmations, kind of encouragement, motivation, which is great. And it sets her channel apart. Hilda DC definitely has her own flavor on her channel. And that's not meant to be a pun, but when we talk about her challenges and mukbangs, there's a lot of different variety there as well, but always encouraging to other creators. So she's here as a moderator and has been for a long time. She's a dear friend and somebody who is definitely an influencer. So now we see that she became monetized this morning. Hopefully everybody will join us in congratulating her, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her, and you'll get a lot of support coming back from her as well. Love Ice TV, good to see you here. And instrumental music, yeah, YouTube is always playing games with all of our numbers. They purge anything that they deem to be inactive or invalid. When you ask them, they will deny it, absolutely. They'll say there's glitches and things like that, but they don't know anything about it. But we know this, right? The only number that matters when you're worried about monetization and your watch hours are the numbers that come on the monetization tab of your YouTube studio, particularly on a computer where you see the dials. They will be likely very different from your other watch hours. And it's so frustrating for everybody. I understand that, but that's the number you have to watch. Now, one of the things that we have to keep in mind is when you've been here for a year, YouTube only counts public watch hours. Very important to note that it's public. No unlisted or private videos count. If you delete a video, your watch hours are gone for that video as well. Only public videos count. No shorts count. And then as well, it's a rolling 365 days. So whatever watch hours you gained 366 days ago are gone now. And so it becomes a constant battle of, you know, I'll joke with Michael's adventures. I say 2 steps forward, 1 steps back. He'll say 5 steps forward and 4 steps back is what it feels like a lot of the time. But it happens to everybody. Every single person seems to go through this. They play with all of our numbers, our subscribers, our likes, our views, our watch hours, even our thumbs down disappear after a few days, most of them. So it's frustrating, but we just press on, and the things we're doing here mean that you have new friends that you're making that will truly support you over the long term. They'll start to really stack your hours up. The idea, of course, is that if you swap playlists with somebody right now, you might have 20 videos for them to watch, which is great. Your hours will stack up because of that. But when you think about the friendship that you're building with that creator, the fact that they will now probably favor you because you have also favored them, then if you come out with another 50 videos this year, they will likely end up watching most of those, and that's where some real hours are going to stack up, and it grows exponentially because of that. So we're looking at Faye Blatcher right now, 2,370 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer to the 2,400 we know she's thinking about. And Faye Blatcher is an extremely supportive creator. She does a little bit of makeup that we see here, but she's also got some variety on her channel. She is unbelievably supportive when it comes to bouncing in between premieres and live streams, running into different creators that you recognize. Faye Blatcher seems to be all over the place, supporting other creators, always engaging conversation, which is a great service to any host. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that kind of support coming back to you from Faye Blatcher after you connect with her. Faye Blatcher, you're making me laugh, my goodness. But I'm impressed with the work that you're putting into your thumbnails, though, right? One of the things that you can do is experiment with different types of thumbnails. One of the things that they tell us, the biggest YouTubers like Sean Cannell or Sonny Lenarduzzi and Roberto Blake and all these others will talk about the idea that if it's appropriate, having a close-up of a human face on your thumbnails makes it very clickable, very much more so than most others. So it's great to see that Faye Blatcher's got a lot of that going on. Your analytics tell the story. Every video has the ability to look at individual analytics. If you go on your reach tab and look at the upside down triangle, we call that a funnel. Your click-through rate talks about the idea of how many times YouTube shows your thumbnail and title to people and how many times they click on it. When you find a couple of videos that have a really high click-through rate, around 8, 9, or 10% or higher, that's what you can bet is going to work for you when it comes to videos or thumbnails in most cases. The Stock Explorer, good to see you in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'll get them onto the wheel right away. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Backlash Fisherman is here. I can't remember how many times they've been here, if it's 2 or 3 or maybe even more already. And that is quite a whopper that they've got on their banner right there. So obviously we're going to learn some fishing when we get to Backlash Fisherman. Now, I'm still getting to know this channel. I'm just going to take this latest video that you've made here and add this into my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up with your channel and get to know your content a little bit better. Nice that we've got a behind-the-scenes look at the creator here, at least in this thumbnail, so I'll be looking forward to some of that as well. And obviously they're mixing up the streams and videos and shorts, which is really cool as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We see that they are engaging in the chat, obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter as well. And then thank you, Business Services and Opportunities is the second channel from Charlene Heel. Thank you for that. Yarn Barf, good to see you in the house. The Ann Lynn Show, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Hopefully you're meeting new friends and family members today. Pittsburgh Artist Studio, good to see you back in the house as well. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Like I said, as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get to another channel. I'm going to start moving much faster now because we've been on for about an hour and a half. We're not in any hurry, but I want to get as many channels on the screen as we can. Black Phoenix, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. And now we're going to look at a fellow Canadian. This is DP's Wonderful World. She's an unbelievably supportive creator, out supporting others, but also engaging conversation everywhere that she goes. Hopefully you'll enjoy that from her when you connect with her. Now this really rings true to me, this particular channel, because we shop in the same stores, being a fellow Canadian. Dollarama and Walmart and all this stuff. I know most people have Walmart, but No Frills is a grocery chain here in Canada. So DP's Wonderful World is showing us all kinds of different variety on their channel. A lot of shout outs here, which is great to see as well. She's definitely a dynamic host and obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. So hopefully you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back from her when you connect with her as well. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push this creator a little bit farther towards their next milestone. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more. So we just want to do everything we can to push each other along. We know she has over 500 here because she's already got her community tab. And then Prince Vision Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Outgoing Azzy is in the house, and the Stock Explorer is saying, love me some Ali. Yes, absolutely. DP's Wonderful World is definitely a dynamic host, like I said, whether it's in videos or otherwise. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it when you get there. So let's look at John H. Shelton. They've actually got 2 channels, and we'll look at both of those. John H. Shelton Extras in Bits is the second channel from this creator, but we're going to look first at Godzilla Fan, Vlogging, and Poems. John H. Shelton's changed up the channel names a couple of times, but that's okay. It's easy to find them. They've got 1,850 subscribers already. They're moving fast, and hopefully we can push them a little bit closer to the 1,900 they're thinking about now. They are fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. I'm just going to take another video of yours. I know I caught one, but I just want to catch a bit of a longer one here to make sure I stay caught up with your channel. And then as well, let's look at John H. Shelton Extras and Bits. And this is where we get the second channel from this creator with 733 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther here as well and head towards monetization a little bit closer to 800 for now, and then possibly even farther afterwards. If anybody has the ability to share today's stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat today and does wonders for the algorithm in the coming days and possibly even weeks, as you can imagine. So we're going to look at Ikram and Conroy. They happen to be members. We just put them onto the wheel as soon as they got here, of course, as we always do. 758 subscribers for them. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. It's pure variety on this channel as well. They're doing a lot of streaming now, I can see, as a matter of fact. And I'm just going to take this. See, I caught them on a live stream not too long ago, but I'm going to take this latest video and add this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up. And Ikram and Conroy are also out supporting other creators regularly as well. So when I do what I can to be out bouncing in between premieres, live streams, visiting other creators' channels, I run into Ikram and Conroy regularly, which is great. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. It's pure variety, like I said, on this channel. They're doing some topic live streams where they've got obviously StreamYard panels happening here. Here's some gameplay video as well. And then we've got what looks like a story here. So we're going to have to see what that is as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And knowing that they're incredibly supportive creators as well, you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. And then Outgoing Azzy's working on Vlogmas. Good to hear that. And I'll be looking forward to seeing what you've come up for that. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for the 80 thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. We're doing great today. Living Life with Doreen is coming up. This is an extremely positive creator, somebody who's spreading positivity through the chat, for which I'm grateful. Whenever we engage conversation, you're doing a great service for the host, because YouTube is listening and watching and reading every single thing that we say, so it sends engagement signals into the algorithm. Gift Fashion Concepts, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So Towie's Art and Game channel says banners and thumbnails are a big part. Thumbnails, absolutely. Now, banners give your channel a professional look. And it's something to consider when we talk about the ideas of possibly sponsorships coming down the road, or other collaborations with professionals or professional organizations. You really would love to have your channel put its best foot forward. If it's appropriate. Now, you can do things professional but still fun at the same time. But I can tell you that not as many people look at our channel pages as we think, right? So when we're doing what we're doing here in Superchat and other places like this, whether it's growth streams or other live streams where we're able to connect with each other, everybody's looking at your channel page when they get there, right? They want to see what you're about, see what you're doing, maybe take inspiration from each other and things like that. But the way that YouTube typically puts videos in front of people is on all of the watch pages in the recommendation engine. So thumbnails and titles are unbelievably important. They should accent each other, but it's something to really consider putting a lot of time and effort into. The banner, luckily, is something that you can get done one time and leave it for a long period of time until you feel like a refresh is necessary. And we've seen a few creators do that. And there's a lot of tools that can help anybody. If you're not so tech savvy or a Photoshop expert and stuff like that, you can use a lot of free apps and websites. Like Canva is a great example I like to refer people to, where you can make thumbnails and banners look very professional very quickly without a lot of graphical design knowledge. So Call Me Ender has another video coming out that they put a lot of work into. We'll be looking forward to that. And yes, Black Phoenix is always spreading positivity through the chat. Together we absolutely can achieve our dreams, at least when it comes to YouTube, for sure. It's wonderful to have so many people willing to support each other in the ways that we do. And the idea, of course, is the fact that it's over the long term, right? Not just in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, possibly even eventually years. And we're starting to see that now. Tuberchat is 1.5 years old, a little bit longer than that, and we still have creators who've been here from the very beginning. The How To Lady has 460 subscribers. This is a creator that spreads an unbelievable amount of positivity and motivation for others, both on their channel and outside. They've been known to do some series when it comes to promoting other creators and small businesses. They did a very considerate and thoughtful job with a Tuberchat shout-out video. We've got that on our front page, and you can find that in their channel as well. Cabaret Gaming, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And the how-to lady, just with a name like this, you know there's much to be learned here. Now, this is somebody who put a lot of work into a facelift for their channel several months ago. The new banner, as well as the thumbnails, are all matching, plus the avatar for the most part. And you can see that what they've done is really chosen a color palette for themselves. Now, when you see a video from this creator, you're going to recognize that it's something you might want to see because you've seen one before. Even if you head to their second channel called D's Fierce Fashions, you see similar layouts for the thumbnails, but a different color palette. I think that's going to help with the branding, because when somebody has already been suggested one of your videos that they've seen and clicked on and enjoyed, then when they're presented with another video, you have a good chance they're going to choose yours the next time that something like this comes around. Is it bad you want your shorty to fail? Your shorts? You want them to fail in the first few hours? I'm not sure what you mean, Call Me Ender. But the shorts, there's a winning the lottery aspect to a lot of shorts where YouTube is really trying to push them right now. So for a lot of the shorts that fly, you usually find the biggest jumps within the first day or two. Pittsburgh Artist Studio, thank you so much for the thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. They use Canva, as they're saying. Have Cheetah Will View, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I should add some more names onto our wheel. I'll get that done right now. Monday Fun Day. Yes, the Stock Explorer. Every day is Fun Day. Where's Garden State Gardener was doing Sunday Fun Day last night. I missed it, but they were running that again. Let me see what I can do here about adding some names to the wheel. Did we already look at First Time Fishing Adventure? I think we did, right? My Peaceful Moment is on there. Backlash Fisherman we looked at, right? And then just please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we looked at Backlash Fisherman and First Time Fishing Adventures. I think we looked at both of those. Miss Gigi is coming up. Shaughnessy CCC will be next. And Willow's Creations. So for those of you who haven't seen the speech about how exactly the wheel works yet, I'll just show you very quickly. I have a robot, and it is called Bottissimo. You've seen it in the chat leaving some messages. So here what it does is in the background it keeps track not just of how long everybody's here, but how active everybody is in the chat as well, how much everybody's interacting with each other. So when I need names for the wheel, when we get down to about 5 or 6, I look over at the robot and then I start adding names in order, and that's kind of how that works. So it's not just about how long you're here. It's something very important to note. Need to make longer videos, Paprika ASMR? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what you've got on your channel. I'll be looking at it for the first time today. Willow's Creations, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. Willow's Creations is an extremely supportive creator. And I'm just going to take one of your latest videos, put it in my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind and stay caught up with you. Willow's Creations is somebody who's out supporting each other, our other creators regularly. When you bounce in between premieres and live streams and you visit other creators for those live chats, you'll often find Willow's Creations in there. As well, they bring us a lot of do-it-yourself looking type videos where they do handcrafted different pieces of art more than anything else, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. Now you can see that they just did a live stream. I managed to catch a little bit of that, but not very much, it looks like. But hopefully I'll end up caught up with your channel after I put this, like I said, I've put this into my catch-up list. And that's something that I did not too long ago, just as a tool to make sure that I stay caught up with creators and don't fall too far behind. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to follow everybody as much as we all might like and stay caught up. But as long as everybody's doing as much as they can for each other, everybody will be just fine. Miss Gigi's coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. I'm going to get the Pittsburgh Artist Studio onto the wheel in a second here. Growing My Own, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Call Me Ender just dropped a super chat on us, so we'll make that the next channel that we look at. Thank you, Call Me Ender. And Miss Gigi has 452 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. We'd love to see them get their community tab. I'm just going to take one of your videos here. I'm going to take this longer video and add this into my catch-up list to make sure. Oh, it's actually there. Okay, it's already there. I did that yesterday, I guess, or the day before, and I haven't quite been through my entire catch-up list. I filled it with so many videos. One of the mistakes I made was adding too many live streams in there, so it takes hours and hours and hours to get through. But I've got you in there, so I'll be caught up with your channel soon enough. And Miss Gigi is obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that kind of support coming back from them. When you connect with them, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well after you connect with them. Let's get the Pittsburgh Artist Studio on here in Princess Beyond Passions onto the wheel, and we'll spin. I should have put Call Me Ender up there right now, so we'll do that right now. Call Me Ender just dropped a super chat on us. I really do appreciate that extra support, so thank you for that. For that reason, we're looking at the channel right away. We see they've got their community tab now because they passed their 500 subscribers. They've got a brand new video coming out. When are you putting that video out, Call Me Ender? You said, hey, pardon me. You said you got something new? And then, yeah, Black Phoenix. It's quite a challenge sometimes connecting with everybody and staying caught up. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs, good to see you here. But like I keep saying, as long as everybody's supporting each other as much as we all can, everybody will be fine. You know, everybody's got different lives, different things going on. For some people, YouTube is at the forefront of their life. For some people, YouTube has to take a back burner. But like I said, as long as everybody's supporting everybody as much as everybody can, we see everybody continue to grow. As a matter of fact, Hilda DC is monetized as of today. So hopefully everybody will help congratulate her if you haven't already. Hilda DC just became monetized this morning. Carolina Diamond Productions, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And it's good to see that you're doing better. That's for sure. It can't be fun to have gone through that. And Call Me Ender's got a new video that will come out in about 15 minutes. So the Pittsburgh Artist Studio is going to be the next channel that comes up. Thank you, Call Me Ender, for another super chat. I'm going to put get the Pittsburgh Artist Studio ready to go. What we find from Call Me Ender more than anything is a lot of Dead by Daylight videos, but sometimes random live streams as well, and a bit of other variety there. So we'll see what they're coming up with today. Calm Natural 24/7. Sorry. Calm Natural 247, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Carolina Diamond Productions is now on the wheel, and we're going to get ready to look at the Pittsburgh Artist Studio. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, then I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving thumbs up to each other when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. I'm just going to take your 13-minute get ready for the holiday start to that live stream and add that into my catch-up list just to make sure I don't fall too far behind. Stay caught up with your channel. We see that the Pittsburgh Artist Studio is bringing us some serious talent, obviously, but then as well happens to be a dynamic host and is fully monetized. There's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships here. 1,650 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. I'm starting to wonder if my wheel is not working the way that it's 100% supposed to here. There's a few channels that I see in the chat that probably should have been on the wheel already that haven't been, but I'll see what I can do about adding another couple right now. Popping the Popcorn hasn't been on yet. That's one of the ones I was wondering about. There you go. Caliking 916, of course, has been here for a while. Yeah, I think my wheel was mixed up for a quick second there. Gotta make sure I stay on top of refreshing the wheel. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub. And we'll spin, and we'll get another channel up, and we'll see what's happening. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub is coming up right now. It's so funny because I just put that channel onto the wheel, and right away the lock comes right to you. Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC is still in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. Good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. We're doing great today. 89 thumbs up. If you haven't already given one, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub is posting frequently, as you can see, sometimes even multiple times a day. And I'm just going to take your latest video, add that into my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. We can see that they have got 423 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're thinking about. We'd love to get them their community tab. It's going to be happening soon enough. And Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub happens to be a loyal and dedicated supporter. We see them frequently here and out supporting others. And Lincolnshire LC and TC Automated Announcements is their second channel. We'll go and have a look at that. With 14 subscribers, we'd love to help them get their channel moving a little bit faster and moving up and over maybe the 15 subscribers that they're thinking about, closer to 20 and a little bit closer on the road to the first 100. Yeah, the Stock Explorer, I don't need to talk as fast as I do, but I seem to do it for some reason. I could probably tone things down just a little bit and make a lot less mistakes and say the word less times. That's one thing you'll notice for yourself. You know, we all want to improve our videos and our live streams, but by going back and watching some of your work, if you have the ability to film and just let the camera roll and then cut your pieces out as opposed to stopping for every scene that you want to make, you'll find yourself having a few habits. Now I'm doing it because I'm thinking about it. But you'll be able to go through and look at some of the things that you wish you would change, or the things that you'll notice. Like, for instance, people use a lot of words like just or very and things like that very often, as I just did. And then and is something that's very popular. If you listen to people on the radio, most of them don't do that. But it takes training. It takes a lot of practice to be able to not do that. And I should be better than I am at it, but I end up talking so fast here that they slip out. Most people do, but you can always improve. And like I said, by going back and watching a little bit of your own live streams primarily, you'll be able to catch a few bad habits. You'll be able to clean them up. And I promise it won't matter a year from now. You won't even remember the live stream that you just did, but you will know that you've improved that much more and become that much more professional. So have Cheetah Wolf View says their middle name is interesting. And let's spin the wheel. Get another channel up here and see what they're doing. Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC has been on the pole position of the wheel for quite some time. I think they took over from Scratch and PPA earlier in the live stream today. And we'll see what they've got going on for us. Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They've been a member for a long time, so we put them on the wheel as soon as they got here. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs, I hope I welcomed you. I know it's been a little while since you've been here, and I know you've been here for a little while today already, but it's great to have you back in the house. Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC has 354 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. It's been a little while since you put out a new video, but I'm hoping we can see some more delicious content from this creator, both in the form of possibly shorts and long-form videos. And obviously there's much to be learned from a creator like this. Chef BC Cherry Bliss VSC also happens to be extremely supportive, out supporting other creators, engaging conversation everywhere that they go as well. Red Ruby Sky is in the house. This is somebody willing to swap playlists. I actually just swapped with them. I've been way behind in swapping playlists for a while. Hopefully I'll get right back into it soon. But Red Ruby Sky will be willing to swap playlists with creators. For anybody that is willing to do that, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yeah, Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs. I would always like to make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. It's always preferable, right? But Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs has actually been a longtime friend of Superchat, a previously featured channel, actually. We feature different channels almost every single day based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. I think we looked at Backlash Fishermen and First Time Fishing Adventures, right? I hope I'm right about that. I think we looked at both of those channels. Princess Beyond Passions is in the house, 1,690 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get Princess Beyond Passions up and over the 1,700 that they're thinking about. This is actually one of the first creators to have used our royalty-free music in their videos, for which I'm grateful. For those of you who haven't seen it already, all of the music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as royalty-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have a separate channel for that, which also runs a 24-hour live stream with no vocals. So you can let that run in the background of your own videos or live streams and not worry about being sung over. And all of the individual songs on that channel have download links for MP3 so you can use them in your videos as well. They're at the bottoms of the description. So Princess Beyond Passions brings us pure variety on their channel, but they're an extremely supportive creator. They've been a long time friend of TuberChat. And hopefully you'll enjoy the kind of support that comes back from a creator like this when you connect with them. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when you get there, including super chats and memberships, of course. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel coming up right now, see what's happening with Popping the Popcorn. This is Katie. We were talking earlier about what to do when trolls come into your live streams. It's inevitable for almost everybody. Eventually, you're going to have something. Trolls can come in the form of simple, nasty comments that you can just, delete or report or whatever. And then as well, sometimes in live streams, they'll pop in. And, it can be a really distracting thing to have happen. But it's, like I said, inevitable for almost everybody. Luckily, YouTube is increasing the number of controls that they're giving us now so that we can combat that kind of stuff. Not that you want to always have to play defense, but it's something that we want to avoid. There are a couple of really big tools. We talked about this in the beginning of today's live stream, but there's a banned words list out there that you can download just by looking for YouTube banned words list, and you can copy and paste that into your banned words section where your moderators are in your YouTube channel settings. And then as well, you can put on slow mode like we have here on TuberChat, which prevents anybody from spelling, let's say, a 4-letter or other bad word 1 letter at a time. And then as well, putting on subscribers only mode can be something. If you happen to be in the middle of a troll attack, you can just put that on and they'll move on somewhere else because they don't have the patience to sit there and wait for 20 minutes just to say one thing. But it's a thought. Popping the Popcorn brings us more than anything else movie reviews on their channel. They obviously do some live streaming as well. We see some StreamYard panels here. I've just taken your latest one and added it into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with your channel. But it's pure opinion on this channel. So Katie will give you her pure opinion about different movies that she's watched or that people have asked her to review. And after you've seen a couple, you can absolutely reach out to her and ask her to review a movie that you'd like to hear about if you want to. So it makes her series of videos interactive, but she does a little bit more than that on her channel and is an unbelievable supporter. After coming into the Superchat family a few weeks ago, was already out supporting creators like crazy. Pardon me. We're always happy to see that. Red Ruby Sky is coming up right now. Let's see what they've got going on their channel today. I recently swapped playlists with this creator. So for anybody in the house that's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Red Ruby Sky has 1,660 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them up and over the 1,700 that they're thinking about. They're posting frequently, as we can see. Several videos a few days ago. I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm not sure what this is here, but I will take this and add this into my catch-up list just so I can catch up with your channel, make sure I stay caught up. Like I said, I did just swap playlists with them. Did I do it with another account? Is that what I did? Yeah, I think I must have done it with my personal account or with my music channel or something like that. I often swap playlists with creators with the music channel now. Not for the hours, we already have them over there, but for views. So I have a very short playlist. But anybody can reach out to me if you'd like to on Instagram. It's the best place to get a hold of me. And everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. In the chat, you could do it here, or you could do it out on the other social networks if you would like to. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see what's coming up next. We're going to look at Charlene Heal. Now, this is the creator who was in the chat as Business Services and Opportunities. That's their second channel. We'll look at both of them right now. Charlene Heal is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, motivation, and she brings that both here into Superchat and everywhere she goes. She always engages the chat here and is constantly out supporting other creators. As soon as Charlene Heal had first found us, we see her out supporting other creators like wildfire. When you bounce in between premieres and live streams yourself, commenting on videos, you run into Charlene Heal regularly and always spreading that positivity and motivation. 485 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther and get her up to the 500 that we know she's thinking about. Get her community tab. And let's look at her second channel. And we'll see what she's got going on here. Today's been kind of an overwhelming Monday, I think, considering we had quite a slow start. I don't think the notifications worked as well as they should have. I'm going to get some more names onto our wheel in a second here. Business Services and Opportunities has 13 subscribers right now. She's bringing the same positivity and motivation into this second channel. I'm hoping everybody will support her over here as well. I'm just going to look at what I can do about adding a few names into our wheel. Carolyn Dews has been here for a long time. That is Thrill Seek's wife, as a matter of fact. Easy Relaxation Soothe has been with us for quite some time. Paprika ASMR has been here for a very long time. That's a brand new channel for Superchat. And Gift Fashion Concepts. I'm going to put your channel on there right now, and then I'll add some more names shortly as we need them when we get back down to 5 or 6. But I'm going to start moving a lot faster because we've actually been on for 2 hours now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly greatly. Carolyn Dews is coming up right now. This is Thrillseek's wife. Like I said, she's got her own channel doing her own thing. I'm always happy to see anybody who is in real life friends or family supporting each other, and we see that these creators are, even though they have separate channels, supporting each other very much, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Carolyn Dews. It's pure variety on this channel so far, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what more they're going to come up with, and hopefully you will too. We'd love to push this channel a little bit farther towards the 80 subscribers that they're thinking about, and a little bit farther on their road to the first 100. In the meantime, I do keep talking about swapping playlists with creators. It's one of the simple arrangements we can make that really pumps our watch hours up legitimately. But one of the things that everybody can do, if you'd like to, is just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat here. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Thank you, Michael's Adventures. He is here as often as he can be, pretty much every single day, but is taken off to work now. And I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Michael's Adventures always sends his regards whenever he can't be with us, whether it's on a Monday or a Friday, but he's one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube that I personally have met, and he often will personally invite people into the Tuber Chat family, as we have seen with Popping the Popcorn as of recent. So let's look at Paprika ASMR. Now I've got to make sure I get the right channel here. Cabaret Gaming, good to see you're still in the house. Today's taking quite a while to get onto the wheel or the screen, so I appreciate everybody's patience today. Now you got to remember as well, it's not just about how long everybody's here, but how active you are in the chat as well. Paprika ASMR is a brand new channel here in the Tuber Chat community, and here for the first time. So it's great to have you here. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to connect with your channel right now. I'm just going to look and see if you've got any videos that happen to be around 10 minutes long. I usually look for longer videos. When I describe the idea that we always must be connecting with videos that are at least 3 minutes long and watching those full videos, everybody, of course, is free to do much more than I suggest. But those are the minimums, right? 3 minutes. So I typically watch things that are much longer. So I'm going to take your 2-minute video here. I just don't want to spend too much time looking. And I will take another couple of your videos and add them into my catch-up list just to solidify that a little bit. I'll take this other 2-minute video here. And what this will allow me to do, I've taken one of your videos, added it into my watch later list. That will allow me to go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your videos in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of at least one of them. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Grace Githu, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But it's great to have you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then Easy Relaxation Soothe has 842 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. Shalisha's Journal, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Easy Relaxation Soothe brings us a mix of pleasing audio and visuals, as you would expect. And then as well happens to be already a part of a group that is doing a raid train every Saturday. You can reach out to Spotless Calm for that. And this is where a lot of creators will come out with premieres one after the other, and then the crowd kind of moves between each. I'm just adding a couple names onto the wheel. Black Phoenix is there. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs is on there. I'll add one more. Have Cheetah Will View. I'll spin and we'll get another channel up. I'm really going to start racing through channels now because we've been on for 2 hours, and I should be splitting in about a half an hour from now. Gift Fashion Concepts is here for the first time. Diary of Amabel, good to see you in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm putting them onto the wheel right away. And we're going to look at a brand new channel right now. Gift Fashion Concepts is here for the first time. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is go through your videos here. I'm going to see if I can find something around 10 minutes. I like to look at longer videos when I can. Most of your stuff is just about there, but what I'll do is I'll just take this 8-minute video then. And I'll take this and add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have a lot of... hopefully you subscribe to Superchat and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And then thank you, Outgoing Azzy. Yes, Thrive Together is definitely the theme behind everything. The idea is the more we all do for each other, the faster everybody will move, and especially more strongly and more solidly, right? This is why I refer to everybody here in the Superchat family as family, because it really starts to feel that way after a little while when you realize that you have friends that truly are going to have your back and help you with a lot of the things you may otherwise miss, on top of supporting you regularly. Diary of Amabel, I'm going to take your latest video here, or this one from 2 weeks ago that you've got on your featured section, and I'm just going to add it into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. This is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She happens to be a member, so I put her on the wheel right away, as we do with all the members, of course. But Diary of Amabel's been a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. And it is really not a race. Yes, Towie's Art and Game channel. The most important thing is to be connecting the right way, growing your channel strong and solid, and you'll be much happier with the results than racing, for instance, right? Most of us have monetization on our minds, and what I wish for everybody is, first of all, to get whatever it is out of YouTube that you came here for. But when it comes to monetization, I'd love for everybody to be able to maximize that as well. Diary of Amabel, I've just taken your latest video, added into my catch-up list, and we know that this creator has over 500 subscribers because they've got their community tab here, but we don't have a sub count right now. That's okay. We just want to push this channel a little bit farther towards their next milestone. We see a lot of variety here, including beauty, lifestyle, career, faith, and analysis, which is really cool. She's also experimenting with a lot of shorts videos, and I'm happy to see that a couple of those are starting to get some serious views as well, which is cool. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Shaughnessy CC is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. This is another creator who engages conversation here. And have Cheetah will view, yes, racing. It doesn't work for the way that a lot of creators are hoping, that's for sure, right? Pumping up numbers isn't going to do anything. So when you think about, for instance, I always go back to monetization, but you know, when you have, let's say, 5,000 subscribers, do you want to be making the kind of income that comes in for somebody with a true 5,000 subscribers, or somebody with only 1,000? Because that can happen, right? And that's what we don't wish for anybody, is to have all the subscribers but not enough views and not enough watch time and stuff like that. But by you know, doing the things we're doing here, talking to other creators, learning as we go, improving, and truly supporting one another, then everybody is going to do just fine. We see it happening all the time. As a matter of fact, Hilda DC has become monetized just this morning, as a matter of fact, so hopefully everybody will congratulate her if you haven't already. Not to mention, we're getting very close. We have 94 thumbs up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. They really do help. and it's very possible we might actually hit 100 before the replays start today, so I'll appreciate that from everybody. Sean at CCC has 1,690 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take this video from a few weeks ago. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up and get another piece of your content happening here. We see a lot of delicious looking content here, especially in the latest video, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Sean at CCC is definitely somebody willing to engage the chat and support other creators. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs up here. This happens to be a longtime friend of Superchat, somebody who was a previously featured channel, of course, and we feature different channels almost every single day. Today's featured channel is Crescent Art Designs. And Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs has now 189 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther up and over the 190 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take your latest video and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so I can get caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. I know it's been a little while. I'm going to get Yarn Barf onto the wheel. They were featured just this weekend, as a matter of fact. And I'll see what I can do about another channel or two being added to the wheel. Caliking 916 is already there. Shalisha's Journal. And if there's anybody that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just please make sure that I know. You can say anything at all in the chat, and I'll make sure I get your channel up here. So Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs, like I said, a very loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. It's been a long, long time. They've been a friend with Superchat, and hopefully to you too after you connect with them. And like I said, we'll get them a little bit closer to the 200 they're thinking about. Merriment and Livy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Have Cheetah Will View is coming up right now. This is an interesting creator, somebody who's been a friend for a long time. They support on all of my channels. They do a lot of promoting of other creators. Now we see them up over 460 subscribers, getting very close to 500. We'd love to see this creator with a community tab. Cabaret Gaming, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. And thank you, everybody, for those extra thumbs up. We're at 96 now. I'm hoping we'll hit the 100. It's always fun to hit those milestones, right? As much as I talk about not racing, it's still fun when you get those milestone numbers coming up. Have Cheetah Will View does a lot of focusing on other creators, particularly in an interview series. They put out videos almost every single day. Oh, I think that was just a mistake. I think Emotion accidentally knocked those messages out, Carolina Diamond Productions. That's easy to do. I've done that before. We even actually, Call Me Ender, who was in the chat earlier, actually got timed out by one of our cats one day. That's a true story. So it's easy to slip and have that happen. Have Cheetah Will View does an interview series more than anything else on their channel. I've been honored to have been a part of that a couple of times. I've been interviewed by Have Cheetah Will View, but then as well, a couple of weeks ago, I joined them and co-hosted an interview with them where we talked to our mutual friend Huntophobia, whom with I went out to a couple of paranormal investigations with. So it's really interesting, and Have Cheetah Will View brings us a lot of other variety here, but we'll also hop in on other people's live streams, particularly StreamYard panels, and is always somebody who engages conversation in the chat, so hopefully you'll enjoy the kind of support that comes back from Have Cheetah Will View after you connect with them. Shalisha's Journal is coming up right now. Thank you for the tweet, Yarn Barf. I really do appreciate that. Anybody who tweets or retweets for Superchat gets added into our Twitter list, and those are people, almost 100 of them now, who are in the Superchat family and active on Twitter and willing to share for others. So you might be able to trade some favors over there and get some outside traffic coming in for your videos as well. So Shalisha's Journal, I'm just going to take your latest video here, this blindfold gingerbread man contest. That looks fun. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to see that I can stay caught up with your channel and not fall too far behind. Shalisha's Journal is here with Tuber Chat regularly, has been a longtime friend. Now, we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them up towards their next milestone. We know that they have over 500 because they've got their community tab right here. And Shalisha's Journal, like I said, is an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter, somebody who you will enjoy getting support coming back from after you connect with them. Let's get Outgoing Azzy onto the wheel. And we'll spin and we'll get another channel up here. And thank you everybody for the reminders of the thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't. Lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Dogs are worse than cats as mods. Towie's Art and Game Channel. I could imagine that, as a matter of fact. They're probably a little more rambunctious. Cats tend to be a little more calm and manipulative. But, yeah, we've seen at least one creator actually timed out by a cat during our live stream. So, you know, you can't make that stuff up. The Stock Explorer is here with 538 subscribers. This is a creator who I've absolutely enjoyed getting to know. They do a mix of videos and live streams, and what they do is they bring us a real down-to-earth, real-world look at some of the companies and the products we might be familiar with when considering them for the stock market. What you'll notice in their videos is they often have the products in hand that they're talking about. They're not just showing us charts and graphs, even though they do have the charts and graphs to show us in the middle of everything. But they really give us an opinion on the histories of the companies or the things that they've been doing. It's always very interesting to hear. And like I said, a very down-to-earth look to give you ideas. I think that anybody can draw some education, if not entertainment or inspiration, from this creator and their channel. Finance is something we all have in common, and wouldn't it be a wonderful world if after monetization we could all maximize the impact of the income that's going to come through. So that's what I look forward to with the Stock Explorer. I always have a good time with them. They always engage conversation everywhere they go. I see them constantly out supporting other creators. They are very much a part of the YouTube social network, and I think that's going to serve them very well. But we see them now well over 500 subscribers. They got that community tab. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to 600. Jack Dawson's in the house. Good to see you in the house. Let me get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. And Yarnbarf is going to come up onto the screen in another second here. Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom. It's good to see you here as well. There's Yarnbarf right now. And we'll get Jack Dawson on here. I was with them earlier. I think they were playing Chris Tales, right? Jack Dawson plays a variety of different games on their channel. Defrauding Charlatans, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if it's just to come by and give a thumbs up and say hello. Thank you, everybody. By the way, we're well over 100 thumbs up now. We've got 102, so thank you, everybody, for that. I really do appreciate that. Yarnbarf has 3,490 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, up and over maybe even the 3,500 that they're thinking about right now. They actually have a lot of history on YouTube. Now, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel and its creator, but we did feature this channel this week. And you can see that they've got a lot of popular videos from many years ago, as much as even 13 years ago. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the different variety that you see on this channel. And Yarnbarf actually is a thing. When this channel first came into Tuber Chat, I flinched for a quick second, wondering if it was actually a channel. Sure enough, when you get to their About page, you will get an explanation of exactly what Yarnbarf is. That makes it an extremely clever name for a channel. So I'm looking forward to more from this creator. I'm sure you will too, and they will be extremely loyal and dedicated as a supporter. They always engage conversation as well, for which I'm grateful. Thank you, Cabarar Gaming. They've actually got 2 channels. We'll look at both of them when they come up, and they have come in with their second account to give us an extra thumbs up. So thank you, everybody, for that. We blew right past the 100 now, so I really do appreciate that from everybody. Outgoing Azzy is up here right now, the king of outgoing. This is somebody who is experiencing some Vlogmas videos right now and putting those out for everybody, which is cool. I'm just going to take your first Vlogmas video and add this into my catch-up list. Make sure I get caught up a little bit and see what you're doing for Vlogmas. Outgoing Azzy is always engaging conversation in the chat. Very energetic creator, somebody who spreads positivity and motivation to others always, for which I'm grateful, and is out supporting other creators as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously they're on some kind of a roll and streak with 4,400 subscribers, approaching now 4,500. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and having that support come back from them after you do. I'm going to start really flying through channels now, because we've been on for almost 2.5 hours and I have to cap my own time today. CaliKing916, let's see what you got going on your channel. We'll get everybody's channel up, but I'm just going to move really fast through these. And then, Charlene Heal's going to hibernate a little bit. Charlene Heal's a powerhouse of energy, so I think if anybody deserves a few minutes of downtime, it's Charlene Heal, and she'll be back spreading energy through the YouTube streets anytime, I'm sure. And then thank you, yes, Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom. We're doing fantastic today. And especially, so not that it matters, this was the slowest start to a Tuber Chat live stream that we have seen in probably months. I actually thought something was wrong when we first started. I don't know if the notifications didn't go out the way they should or what the story was, but I really do appreciate everybody coming through, especially in such an overwhelming amount. So thank you, everyone. Oh, and then TMI Santiago. So I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. Pardon me. And one of the things to keep in mind is that the way that I run the wheel is done by a robot here. It keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat, not just how long you're here. So it's possible to be here for a very long time, still not have your channel added onto the wheel or the screen until almost the end of the stream. It depends on how much you're interacting with everybody. But I've got you on there now. If there's anybody who hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, I'll be happy to get your channel on there. Right now we're going to get Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom. Still one of my favorite names of all time. Abby Stalker Mom. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. Yeah, if there's anybody left that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, I'm going to do a double check in a few minutes. And then thank you, TMI Santiago. I really do appreciate that. As a matter of fact, because you've given a super chat, now I'm going to put your channel up next before I spin the wheel. The wheel is open to everybody. You don't have to be a member or super chat to get your channel on the wheel or the screen. Of course, it's open to everyone. We try to get everybody's channel on, but in the case of memberships, we put them on the wheel right away. In the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away. So CaliKing916 is giving us a real-world look at Sacramento, California. I hope we're going to see a new video from you soon. They actually did a great job in beginning to show us Sacramento, California. They've got a lot of these bike night videos, which are interesting because, of course, you're going to see more than just bikes. There are a lot of other done-up vehicles and things like that, but we get a real-world look at how this is going in Sacramento, California, where a lot of us may have seen these kind of things in our own areas. I live in or close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada, and there is a big movement of people with done-up cars and vehicles and a lot of restored things, and they do car shows and stuff like this all the time. You see them around everywhere, lots of bikes as well. So, defrauding charlatans. I've got you on the wheel now, and next we're going to look at TMI Santiago. So this channel has just been here for what I believe is the second time today, so I'm just connecting with them right now. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take this a 16-minute video, want to borrow some money. I'm going to take this video, I'm going to add this into my watch later list, and what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Mo, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. TMI Santiago now has 1,760 subscribers, almost 1,800, and your views are doing really well for a lot of what you're doing here as well. Sousa is something that or Sasua, is that how you pronounce that? This is something I think I've seen before, and I'll have to see. So we'll see what's going on with these videos, because you seem to be doing well with this series. But I've got that one video to start with, and then we'll continue on from there. But thank you for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. And I do appreciate everybody's patience. I know for today it has been a long time for a lot of channels to get onto the wheel and the screen. My Peaceful Moment's actually been on the wheel for quite some time. They're still here in the chat with us. We'll see what they got going on their channel today. My Peaceful Moment, 989 subscribers. Now, if we weren't already so very late in today's live stream, I might do the push. So forgive me, I don't want to do it right now because it's so important for you to connect with creators the right way. If I push for you right now, it's very possible that a couple of our friends will go in with second accounts and stuff and get you to the 1,000 and a little bit farther. But the problem is I think you'll slip below afterwards if we do that. We don't want that to happen to you. So if anybody hasn't already connected with My Peaceful Moment, we've seen this channel a couple of times now. I'm hoping that you will subscribe to them so we can get them a little bit closer. We all know what it's like to think about that 1,000, that magical milestone that is a part of all of our YouTube journeys. We'd love to push them and get them there. It's very possible that that could happen right now, but again, I just don't want to do the push because we're in the last probably 15 minutes of today's live stream, and I don't want to race for you so that you end up losing it afterwards. But My Peaceful Moment, obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter, obviously on a roll. They're getting very close to their 1,000. Hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos so I can start to get to know your content a little bit better. Maybe I'll take this 20-minute one here, and I will add this into my catch-up list. Oh, it's funny, I've already got that one in my catch-up list. Okay, I'll take your longer one, and I'll get this in my catch-up list as well so I can see a bit of a longer 80-minute Christmas music video that you've got. And oh, My Peaceful Moment, that happened to you today in the morning. Is that what you're saying? You hit the 1,000 and you went back under? See, that's what we don't wish for anybody. It's happened to me too, actually, on Superchat that happened. My personal channel, I think I actually got up and over the 1,000 without dipping below. But, you know, it's already frustrating enough trying to get there, let alone having to go through that. So I don't want to push. But you're definitely right at the doorstep. You're going to probably have that by the time I see you next Friday. It'll be nice and solid. So I'll look forward to congratulating you when you get across it. But again, this shows the most important thing is that we're connecting the right way. Grace Gethu, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. And Carolina Diamond Productions has 615 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. I didn't mean to click on that video, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list, or my catch-up list. I just want to make sure I get caught up with your channel. Don't fall too far behind. Carolina Diamond Productions has been out of commission for a couple of weeks, but they're back in action right now. Good to see that you've got some videos that have been rolling through, and they happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel right away. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Love to see that kind of support coming back for everybody that connects with them, of course. Next, we're going to look at Black Phoenix. This is another longtime friend of Superchat, somebody who spreads a lot of positivity through our chat. We often see them talk about the fact that we can all achieve our dreams if we help each other. It's absolutely the case. They have a much more eloquent way of putting it than what I just mentioned, but they do mention that regularly. 207 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They actually just did a live stream last night. For me, it's last night. I'm in the Eastern time zone, of course. Black Phoenix does a variety of different gameplay videos more than anything else, but we see Hunt is a very popular game, obviously, something I haven't played, but I'll rely on Black Phoenix to show me exactly what that game is about. I've seen a little bit from them and caught them on a live stream or two already. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They spread a lot of positivity and engagement through the chat, for which I'm grateful, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that kind of support coming back to them as well after you connect with them. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look for Jack Dawson, I usually look for Jack Dawson, MLB The Show, or Assassin's Creed, or Call of Duty, or something like this, because they do all gameplay videos on their channel, sometimes live streams. They actually stream almost every single day, and then the videos are scattered in between. Today they were playing Deathloop. For some reason, I thought they were playing something else. I caught them for a minute right before we started Superchat, as a matter of fact, today. Like I said, he streams almost every single day. He absolutely will allow and encourage everybody to connect in his live streams the same way that we do here. And he will always say love, support, and respect is the key. Absolutely, that's the case. That is what we find from him and from his community. He's a fantastic commentator that's able to keep up with the gameplay as well as the chat at the same time, which is really something to see. He's very welcoming. He'll draw you into both his live streams and his community. He's got 1,800 subscribers right here, and hopefully we can push him towards the 1,900 that he'll now be thinking about. And Jack Dawson is definitely a shining jewel in the TuberChat family when it comes to positivity and especially generosity. An extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to get Hedgehog's Homestead onto the wheel in another moment here. And if there's anybody that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. We'll make sure we get you on there. Defrauding Charlatans is coming up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, we're literally like approaching like almost a record day today, so I appreciate that from everybody. We're well over 100 thumbs up today. Defrauding Charlatans has 63 subscribers. We'd love to push this channel a little bit farther on their road towards their first 100. And I'm still getting to know this channel and its creator, but I'm going to take your latest video, the icebox here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will allow me to get caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. I'm going to really fly through these next couple of channels because we're overtime today, and on Mondays I have to get moving on the road. I've got family obligations that I have to attend to. Again, if anybody hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen and you're listening or watching, just please say anything at all in the chat and I'll get your channel onto the wheel right this second. Hedgehog's Homestead just came in with 482 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We'd love to get this channel up towards its 500 and get the community tab happening for them. My pleasure having your channel up. I'm just going to take your is that a I don't think so, Tim kind of video here? We'll see if he can fix the stove. I'm going to take this video, add it into my catch-up list, and get caught up with your channel, see how well you do with fixing that stove, and get to know your content a little bit better. Obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. If you haven't already, we've seen this channel many times before, And I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. There's obviously pure variety on Hedgehog's Homestead. Haunted Kentucky, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Cabaret Gaming is up here right now. They've actually got 2 channels, and we'll look at both of those in a moment. Haunted Kentucky, I've just added you to our wheel. It usually takes a long time to get onto our wheel and eventually our screen, but we're coming to the close of our live stream for today, just for about another 5 or 10 minutes, but I want to have a look at your channel and see what you got going on. Feel free to introduce yourself to anybody in the chat. Cabaret Gaming has 1,200 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. There's a lot of gameplay videos on this channel, and what you'll find is that Cabaret Gaming has real happy energy to them while they're playing, so it kind of draws you in when you catch them, especially on a live stream. They're very welcoming, and they're able to keep up with the chat and the gameplay at the same time, which is really cool to see. They happen to be an unbelievably supportive creator. They've been a longtime friend of Superchat. They actually always come in with 2 channels to make sure to give us that extra thumbs up, for which I'm grateful. Thank you everybody today, by the way, for the thumbs up. We're doing just spectacularly. And here's Cabaret Vlogs, where we get a little bit of tech talk and tutorials and tips. So 116 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can help them get this channel moving as well towards the 200 that they're soon going to be thinking about. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom is coming up next. We'll see what she's got going on for us as well. This is a longtime friend of Superchat, and she is always out supporting other creators. Pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back. And 1,120 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that she'll be thinking about. I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall behind with your channel. Holistic Living with Abby Stalker Mom is always out supporting other creators, always engaging conversation. And when you're out bouncing in between premieres and live streams supporting other creators, you'll likely run into Abby Stalker Mom regularly as well. We'll see if Haunted Kentucky is still in the house or if they just came by for a quick second. What I'll do is maybe I'll just put their channel on anyway. If there's any, this is going to have to be the last call, but if there's anybody left who isn't already been on the wheel or the screen, then please just say anything at all in the chat. We'll look at Haunted Kentucky right now and see what they got going on for us. Unless this is a brand new channel, maybe I'm going to have trouble finding them. But we'll see in a second. So here they are, 673 subscribers. Okay, I thought I recognized this channel. I don't know why you're struggling with the search results there, but hopefully that'll improve soon enough. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Typically, I don't usually put channels on the screen or the wheel this fast because the object here in Superchat is to be supporting other creators and then having them come back and do the same thing for you. But hopefully you will have met a couple of friends today during our live stream. We're just coming to the close right now, but I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take your... Holy smokes, 387,000 views on this video is just spectacular, my goodness. What I'm going to do, though, is I'll take your one of your latest videos. that has over 10 minutes. I'll take this latest one. I'll add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Grace Gathu, we're going to look at this channel for the first time today as well and see what they've got going on for us. And we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they might be looking towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more. So we just want to push each other along. And what I'm going to do, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I'm going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to add it into my watch later list. I'm just going to look for something. I usually look for something around 10 minutes, but I'll take this 25-minute video. I'll add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do again is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I just added a link into the chat, so if everybody would like to, we're going to close off the Tuber Chat live stream right now. I'll leave it running for another 3 minutes just so that you can clean up your connections here. Then you can head over into our dear friend Spotless Com. They've got a constant live stream running right now. There's lots of people in there. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members. That is a extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They also are the one who's orchestrating the raid party every Saturday, where lots of different creators have premieres that come out and run one after the other in kind of a raid train. You can contact them about that as well. So we'll head over there. You'll meet more friends and family members. You can continue connecting exactly the way we are here in Tuber Chat. I'll come over there as well. And like I said, I'll leave this live stream running just for another couple of minutes so that we can clean up our connections here. And thank you everybody for the time that you've spent. We'll be back again next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.